What's something you believed as a kid that you're now embarrassed even existed in your brain? I believed that cars wouldn't start unless everyone had their seatbelts on for way too long. Like own my own car before I realized it was just that my dad wouldn't turn on the car until I put mine on. I told him about it years later, and he said good. That if we had a bigger TV, you'd be able to see boobs in shampoo commercials. Somehow I figured out Santa wasn't real on my own. When I asked my mom about it, she explained parents buy the gifts, but I misunderstood and heard parrots. I legitimately believed parrots somehow brought Christmas gifts to the house for a while. My dad told me that the ball boys in tennis are operans, and when they hit 16 they get taken out and shot before being replaced. I was terrified for a few years that if my parents died, then that would be my fate. That they started filming movies with flashbacks when the actors were kids, and finished them when they were older. Horses are male cows. That the powder that comes off of butterfly wings acted as a sort of pixie dust, that it's what made them fly. Another is that I thought it was the Air and Space Museum, which was a common field trip for schools in the area. I was always like, who the heck is Air and Space, and what is the museum about? Air and Space, it was the Air and Space Museum. I was convinced that the actors in movies actually died if their character died on screen. I thought being an actor was like a one-time sacrifice for a legendary role, and I couldn't understand why anyone would sign up for it. It wasn't until I saw the dead guy from one movie pop up in a different comedy that I realized how dumb I was. Cars told my mom which way to turn. Dad instinctively knew. Turns out Dad's allergic to using signals, and Mom's the smart one. That the world was in black and white before color was invented face-savoring food. I thought the saying was making ends meet, as in having enough money to buy meat at the end of every week. I believed this until I was 33 years old. I thought white people had white poops. That adults know everything.
Some of us really don't, LOL.
That blood was blue until it touched oxygen. I actually just found out about 3 years ago that that wasn't true. I was taught it in school. A lot of people around my age 45 were taught that, and I don't understand why, but it really made me feel really stupid. My father is an immigrant from Finland. When I was little, I asked him to teach me some swear words in Finn. He told me there weren't any. I believed this until I was 30. One day to two friends I said, deadpan. Apparently there aren't any swear words in Finn. My friends mercilessly made fun of me, and then taught me some Finnish swears. LOL. When I was very small, I overheard a conversation among adults about the equator. I asked what that was and heard, it's a big lion that runs around the earth. Obviously what was said was lying, but small child me happily accepted the idea of a giant lion that ran constantly around the world. I really believed that true love happened spontaneously. Like you would be walking down the street, and suddenly your true love would see you, and bam. You would both instantly be in love forever. Wearing a baseball hat causes you to go bald. Because all of the men I knew who wore baseball hats all the time were bald underneath the hat. I thought when girls become teenagers were taken to some medical facility and given boobs.
Surgically.
Study a lot to become rich. I believed that everyone thought in English, no matter what language they spoke.
It was
quite an epiphany. My college roommate from Mexico found it hysterical. I realized when I was like 10, not in college, just to clarify. Genuinely believed all dogs were male and all cats were female. There were a couple deer that would run across our yard at night. In the snow, they obviously left footprints. My mom told me that they were left by a leprechaun named Patio Furniture. It did not take long for me to stop believing that there was a leprechaun, but it did take me an embarrassingly long time to get the pun. That if you picked your nose and ate your boogers, that they would stay in your stomach. Then when you had a baby and the doctor cut the baby out, that is how I thought babies came out when I was little, that they would be covered in all the boogers you ate, and the doctor would know you were a booger eater. My mom told us dinosaurs weren't real. Yeah, I learned at a very young age that my mom was not smart, loudly crying face.